Yo, Tato here. Just about to start tearing everything down, getting ready for Lunar Bliss, River's Melody. And before I get into packing everything up, getting ready for the big journey, I figured since I've had a few people asking about how everything fits together and works, I'd do a quick little tour video of my rig, my live rig. So yeah, first we'll start with my Roland SP404 Mark II. This is where I generally control all my beats. I have all kinds of wonderful drum kits loaded up from samples that I've collected over the many years. I also control all my vocal samples and stuff and other various sound effects. And moving on to my first addition to my analog gear collection, which is my Korg Mini Log. It's an analog polysynth. Poly meaning many notes at once. So this is where I generally control a lot of my deep basses and leads and luscious pads. It's all live in the moment. There's nothing pre-recorded, preset, pre-arranged. We have my awesome Arturia Micro Freak. This is honestly one of my favorite synths ever. If you know, you know that big power, small package. And that was one of my major missions with everything I have here in my studio, was I wanted it to be small but powerful, enough that I can fit as much as possible into a small setting. So here's my third and last synth here, called the Roland S1. If you know about synths, it's modeled after the SH101 engine, so it sounds pretty fun. This next after that is my Korg Volca drum, which has lots of fun. It's kind of like a melodic drum percussion synth. And then I have each one of my kits tuned to different key ranges. And then I run a bunch of effects here. I have my Micro Freak running through the Keeley Caverns. It's a reverb and delay pedal, super beautiful, creates lots of space. And then I have my Mini Log running through Red Panda Particle. And it is a multi-effects pedal with lots of cool glitchy things happening. And now how it all comes together. Oh wait, first I'll show you. I use my laptop as I use the DAW as an instrumentation, so I have, through my MIDI controller here, I have, because I love the Nexus 2 synth when it's with its piano samples here, so I use that quite often, but nothing's arranged on it. It's just, again, it's a straight up instrument. And this is how I bring it all together. I have, well, first I have my sequencer here, my BeatStep Pro, and it controls three different sequences at the same time. So I have my drum machine running here, which is I also have it here. So this is how I sequence all my drums, and I bring it all together and make sure everything's all nice and tight. And then this is where I have my S1 running here, the S1 here. So I also sequence with that. And on sequence number 1, I have my Mini Log and my Korg Volca drum running on it. So right now it's attached to my Mini Log, but if I switch it to channel 13, which I can't really do with one hand here, then it switches to my Volca drum, and then I can sequence with that. After I sequence everything and I get a pattern that I'm liking going on, I run it through my Roland RC202 looper, which is a 2-channel looper here, and it's it's a bit of a navigation with only 2 channels, but I really like the small portability, and there's so many great features on it. And yeah, it's just a constant flow of push and pull. Oh yeah, one more instrument. This is my Roland E4. This is my vocal processor. So when I'm doing my live vocals, I'm able to add some cool effects in real time. And we have obviously my mixing section down here, and then we have my power section down here. It's been a while, coming to this iteration of the studio rig. It's been a few years of figuring out what I want and what I wanted to do with it, right? There's never a shortage of options of gear out there for artists to choose, but sometimes it's not about how much gear you have or the newest gear you have, it's about making the most of the gear you have, right? But anyways, hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any more questions or comments, or you'd like me to see a deeper dive on some of these instruments, I'd be happy to share. In the meantime, just sending out lots of peace and love and light from Studio Shim. Need it more than ever in these times. Keep vibrating your highest frequencies, and we will chat to you again soon. Peace.